Hello guys, welcome back to a new video on the One Sister channel where we talk about everything Fortnite Creative related. Today we're going over the map controller device and everything it has in store for us. So let's get right into the video. So you can find this map controller device in your creative menu in your content tab. Go over to your devices and search up map controller. Grab that map controller, place it right down right here, and you'll be with this. Let's go right through the settings. So the first setting in the map controller is the map capture box size. So this is the size that you want the box to be. This is the width and the length. So if you want the width and the length to be 5, it will bring down the width and the length to be a 5x5 area. And that's about it for that. Moving to the height, it's just the height. If you put it to 2, it will be too high. Pretty simple. The next one on here is activate automatically. Turn this on if you would like it to enable at the game start. If you don't want it to enable immediately at the start, turn this off and you'll have to activate it, or you have to enable it manually. Moving on to activate on trigger. Activate on trigger is when you want it to activate when someone enters the zone, and it will activate when someone goes into the zone and when someone leaves the zone. So turn this on if you want it to enable and disable, or turn it off if you just want it to not do either of those and you want to do it manually. I'm going to keep it on for this tutorial. Next one here is map priority. So the map priority is the priority of maps that you want to be used at one time. So say you have multiple maps overlapping, which map would you like to get priority over all the other maps? So basically, when I first heard this map priority, I thought that it was like 1. Okay, so this number 1 will get first priority, number 2 will get second. That's actually not what it is. It goes down from the highest number. So 20,000 is the highest you can put it. So if you put it to 20,000, that is your highest priority. The map controller that has 20,000 on it will always get priority over number 1 per se. So say if you have two maps, if this one, and I'm gonna put it right above, if you have this one and this one, you have 2, and you set this map priority to 1 and set this map priority to 2, that means the number 2 one will get priority over the number 1, as you can see right here in this example that I did earlier. So that will get priority over the other one. So it goes down. So if you want a map to always have priority ever, you would put it at 20,000, because you're not going to put a map over 20,000. And that's it. I'm going to put mine at 1 for now. Next one here is full frame minimap. The full frame minimap, as you can see here, is, do you want the map to not follow your character? That's what this means. As you can see right here, my character is not being followed by the camera. It's just one steady thing of the whole entire zone but my character's moving inside it. Turn it off if you want that off, turn it on if you want it on. And if you do turn that off, you will get a minimap zoom factor. So the minimap zoom factor is when the camera is following your character on the minimap. What amount of zoom do you want it to be? You could turn this down to get less zoom or up to give it more zoom. I'll put mine at like 2 or 2.5. Next one is enable at game start. Pretty simple. Do you want it to enable game start, on, off, yes or no? Next one here is applies to team. You can make the map controller apply to only one team, or you can make it apply to anyone. Say if you set this to 1 and you want team 1 to be using this device only, team 1 can only see it, then you would have it team 1, and then you would turn invert team selection off. Now if you want everyone except for team 1 to be using this device, then you're going to want to put this to on. So team 1 on, that's anyone except for team 1. It's inverting team 1. And the last one in here is the same thing as the teams. It's applied to class and invert class selection. Say if you set this to 1, turn it off, it will only apply to class 1. If you turn this on, it will apply to everyone except for class 1. Same thing as the team one, and that's it for those settings. Moving on to the functions, there's a good amount of functions in here. So right here we have a 2 on the top, activate and deactivate for a player. This is pretty simple. Do you want it to activate for a player, or do you want it to deactivate for a player when receiving from any event or function? Pretty simple. Activate for all and deactivate for all. So same thing, but it's for all the players, everyone in the map. And last one here is enable and disable settings. Of course, make it enable on a channel and disable on a channel. Pretty simple. So it's activate for a player, deactivate for a player, activate for all, deactivate for all, enable and disable. Pretty simple on that. There are no events to this because there's no channels that can be sent out from this device because there's no like trigger or anything. Thing I would like to see on this device is if you can activate for a player, I want to see an event that says when activated for players, send out to here, like when activated, or when deactivated, it does something else. That would be a good event for this, in my opinion, but this is what we have for right now. So as you can see, if we start the game, our mini map looks just like we made it. So we can move around, and on the map, it'll move with our character. And then say we go out of this zone, it just turns to a normal map, just like that. So we're here, and then we walk outside of this zone right here, and it turns back to our normal map if we didn't have this device down. Now, if I change the full frame mini map to on, that means we will have the whole entire thing, and the camera on the mini map will not be following our character, just like that. So if we're moving around, you can see it looks just like a map you would find in like a different game where you're like moving around and the camera doesn't follow you. This can be really good for adventure maps, and I think you can use this in UEFN to put custom pictures on or whatever you would like, but that's really cool. So that's it for the map controller. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to support me in the Fortnite item shop, you can use code peeper, that's PEEPER. That will directly support me. And leave any comments down below if you want any help with this device. I reply to all my comments. And that's about it. I will see you all in the next one. A sister out.